Welcome to On The Beat, everyone. I'm Troy Thompson. Joining me today is Amanda Fondren from Omnis Health Clinic, and today we're talking all about a conversation that might be a little bit difficult for some men to hear, but also quite informational and educational. And of course, it is erectile dysfunction. Welcome to the show, my friend. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to refer to this symptom as ED, if we can.
Okay.
Can you explain to everyone at home what ED is?
ED is when a man's sexual function, because of some problem, is not what it should be anymore.
Well, why is intimate health so important to a man?
Intimate health is very important as we age because it affects everything from how we see ourselves to how we have relationships with our partners and our significant others. And when those things start to break down, so can some of those other things like relationships and how we see ourselves break down.
Look, it's a difficult conversation to have, let alone for men talking about it in general. But we want to declutter the myth, because it's not just for men 40 plus or 50 plus.
No.
Sometimes it's happening for men in their 20s.
It can.
And is it because of low hormones? Is it lifestyle? Is it hereditary? What are some of the instances and why this is happening?
So, besides low hormones affecting ED, there's actually some mechanical function impedance where blood flow is a problem.
Right.
And so that is a huge factor in ED as well.
So what can we do clinically to fix these things? And we're talking clinically to begin with.
Correct. So, of course, there's medications that open up blood flow to help that. And then also another thing that's relatively a new approach is called ultrasound shockwave therapy, and it's also called extracorporeal shockwave therapy. And what that entails is just using sound wave in treatments, and what it does is it helps to build new blood flow. It also helps to break up microplaques that impede blood flow, and it helps to restore that function.
Right. Now, if someone is having those problems, normally it's the wife that would be calling you and saying, look, I'm bringing my husband in, this is what's happening, what do you suggest? What is the tests that you go through? Blood tests, hormone tests, what are you doing?
So when we test, we definitely test for hormones. We also look at metabolic problems. Is it a medication problem? Like if they're taking medications for blood pressure or diabetes, or is that contributing?
Or you've had a heart attack.
Right, and we also have some questionnaires about that function as well. And when, depending on the results of that questionnaire and all that other stuff, depends on what route we take to help alleviate the problem.
I could only imagine health and lifestyle has a lot to do with it as well.
Has a huge lot to do with it.
Because, you know, if you're having a heart attack or you're obese, I do know that men have problems down that road.
That's right.
So they need to change their lifestyle about that. If you go down the roads of treatment, clinically done treatments, do you see results?
Absolutely.
And how soon does someone see those results?
So depending on the severity of disease, especially if it's vascular, someone might need 6 to 12 treatments. The more treatments they need, of course, the longer it would take to get to that point. And then the body continues to heal itself and restore that blood flow. But once it's restored, men usually do not get to that place overnight, and so it has some long-term beneficial treatment effects.
Well, as always, the tough conversation, but we get through it, right?
We do, we do.
We appreciate you.
Thank you.
If you want to find out more information about Omnis Health Clinic, there it all is up on the screen, everyone. I've been chatting with Amanda Fondren.